Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin, and we're back with Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 90, Lapras. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? Want a quick recap of the software sets? Got 1,786 total software sets. Anyway, it's pretty good. But anyway, this episode's topic is by me. How do you play Pokemon games? Do you only use your starter? Or do you just play the game without grinding experience, so you're always up ahead? Or, this is like such a long one that I have to read it off the thing. Or do you just fight opponents, or do you not grind and just fight opponents no matter how stronger they are than you? Like, of course, if you don't just watch any walkthroughs, like I really don't. I just, how would I say? Sometimes the way I train, if I miss a certain level that their Pokemon was at because I wasn't paying attention or something, I make sure to pay attention like nowadays, but sometimes back then, I would just not pay attention, like, oh crap, what did they have as levels, and then yeah. So that's really the only case that I would do that. First of all, let's see. So, how I play Pokemon games, like I said, there's many ways you can do this. You can either just straight up breed the whole game, you don't even have to. Well, then again, you do have to battle some of the times to be able to get to where the daycare is or wherever the thing is for breeding for that game to breed your Pokemon. You can also just be I don't know. You can just catch them all, I guess. Yeah, you could just complete the Pokédex. There's many other ways that I'm sure that I'm not thinking of that you can play Pokemon, but I personally play it just to grind up my Pokemon, grind up their levels, and just to pretty much beat all I can, just go through places that I can to get items or something else like that. That's how I play Pokemon. So another one is, let's see. Yes, I do grind up I don't just go in without grinding up my levels at all. Because some people just fight whatever trainers they go. They just rush through ahead, don't care about preparing and all that. So I used to do that a long time ago too, but so most of the games I would get destroyed if I did that because they were really high levels that I didn't grind up against. Prepare for. So this is how I do it. So when I start off, most Pokemon games, actually every single one so far that I know of, you start off with a level 5 starter. So anyway, for me, when I get the chance, I'll grind up to level 10, like all my Pokemon just to start off with. And that's the first part of my training I do in the game. Then, whatever the highest one I found in the wild, that I fought against in the wild, or if it's like up against a trainer, I remember that number in my head, and whenever there's a level higher, at least one level higher than that, then I'll make sure to put like in the document of the game, because I have a document for each of the Pokemon games so far that I've played and playing. And I put fought, whatever the level was, and then I type, so I grind all mine to whatever that would be. So let's say, just starting off the game, I grind all mine to level 10, and let's just say I caught all of mine and all that. If, say, the highest level I found in the wild was like a level 4, so once I go up against a level 5, that means I would want to grind all my Pokemon to level 11. You see what I mean? Like, every time Pokemon in the wild, well, except for the exception of, like, legendaries, because they're going to be high spiked, and that's only going to be, like, events. Those aren't going to be, like, that's not going to be currently in the game that they're going to be that tough. So I just brush that aside. And sometimes, there are trainers that just have, like, a really high spiked up, like, when I say spiked up, I mean like a very big increase in levels, but that's just like just one of them. That's not going to be for the rest of the trainers. But yeah, so if it's like that, then I won't be counting that to grind up to. So yeah, but yeah, let's say so. The highest level Pokemon I found in the wild while I was grinding to level 10 was level 4. So let's say I fought a trainer, like my rival, and he had like say a level 8. So that means I would grind up all my Pokemon 4 more levels from the original level 10. So that means I would be level 14. They were level 8, the one I fought. So I make sure that's how I grind. That's how I make sure I'm ahead. And if one of my Pokemon, say, mainly this is what happens with my starter. If I'm looking for a certain Pokemon and I kill each one I find that isn't the one, unless it's a shiny, and I'll try to catch it. But yeah. So if I make sure that even though my starter is like super high level, like say I got my starter to like level 15 or something crazy like that, because it took me such a long time to find those certain Pokemon, or that one certain Pokemon that I wanted, then I'll make sure once I have other Pokemon to train, I'll make sure that they're all the same level as that Pokemon. So sometimes in the beginning of the games it might take a while for me to find a certain Pokemon, so that means most likely I'm going to be super high leveled on that Pokemon I was putting out in the front. So yeah, so then I have them all grind up to there. So you know what I mean? That's how I train. That's how I prepare. And it's doing great for me so far. I've beaten Crystal, Fire, Leaf Green, Ruby, Platinum. I beat all of those. And even X and Y. That's how I did that. So yeah, this training that I do is very good. It may take a while to like train up in the, and what I mean by grinding up your levels, you do that in the wild. You don't do that up against trainers, because you save that for after you're done training. So it's gonna take a while for in the grass. Like for me in Pokemon X and Y, since there's no speed up button, because it's a legit game, it took hours just to grind up in the beginning all my Pokemon. But eventually, when you find higher levels and you get to bigger areas, it's not going to be as hard, and especially makes it easy because you get a lucky egg in that game really easy. So getting XP and the XP share all is just like, it's crazy. It makes it way super easy. But I believe there's more to the topic. I'm going to see after I soft reset, because I got to make sure to read through it, because like I said, it's a huge line of the topic. So yeah, so that's how I train. If you want me to get more in depth on like another video, I totally can. But yeah, because sometimes for me personally, people tell me something, but then I say I understand, but I really don't. So it's just like, I try to, but I don't know. Let's see. Holy crap, look at this. Jeez, I don't think I ever saw that. So I just skipped through that and just don't care about that. But anyway, the last part of the topic is, would you only play the game just with your starter? Well, of course you would need to catch ones for the HMs, but would you only just battle using your starter? Like, for me personally, I used to do that a lot. Like, I would just use my starter, and that was it. And I would be like way super high level than everything else. So, yeah. I don't do that now, of course. I use new Pokemon each time, and, yeah. So, unless it comes to when I've trained every single Pokemon, then that means it's just going to be a random selection. I'll do a random number generator. But yeah, that's a lot of different questions for just one topic, but it's just, those topics alone wouldn't be that great. I know, like, a lot of my topics are just, like, pretty short, but that, I don't know. That might definitely be, well, not the best. Probably, I would say the best Pokemon topic so far. So that's pretty decent. And of course I'm talking about the game Pokemon, that's what the topic is about. But, yeah, so, it's pretty awesome. Now you finally know how I trade, so, you know what I mean now, but why, my Pokemon, so I might as well tell you now. So, since my rival had a level 20, yeah, level 20, that was his high, oh wait, no, it was a level 22 that was his highest. So then now I'm gonna grind all my Pokemon up to level 28. So, yeah, it's pretty difficult when you get into it, like, farther, if you're not, making sure to keep that in the document, like the last ones that you had to grind up to. But, when you eventually do that, yeah, you'll be quite ahead, most likely. So yeah, I want to know if you all just straight up grind like I do. Like, I used to grind each new route or new place I find, then I would, like, that you can find wild Pokemon in, I would grind up 5 levels for each one. So that is like a really, like, a super grindy way to play the game, because you would be like level 70 before you reach, if you're playing Leaf Green or Fire Red, you would be like level 70 before you even reach Misty's town, Cerulean City. So yeah, it's a nice way to be prepared, but you don't need to be that prepared. You can just train how I do, and you'll be pretty fine. You might have quite a lot of challenges, but hey, if you have 6 Pokemon with you, and they're different, and they're like a different type, so you don't have more than one, then yeah, you'll be pretty good, because you'll be pretty have a lot of variety, and you'll be quite prepared. So yeah, that's my way, and that's how I play Pokemon. And yeah, I just want to know how you all play Pokemon, or just grind up, and if you would just only use your starter or not for the whole game, like battling. So yeah, this was a great episode. Took a lot of the time. This will be the last one we check for the episode. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. I would say definitely my longest topic so far that I've used that was that long. So yeah. Alright. So we ended off with 1,808 soccer sets total. It's pretty good. Anyway, bye Lapras. I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin, and goodbye.